Boss fights. Just about every game needs a boss fight, but my game has some unique challenges in regards to boss design. Typical boss fights in 3D platformers work broadly the same way. Often the bosses alternate between two different states. They throw out a bunch of attacks at you and you have to dodge them, until eventually they enter a vulnerable state. So for example, after a few attacks they become dizzy. But this style of boss design doesn't really work for Later Skater. Because Later Skater is all about speed and beating levels as fast as possible, bosses have to always be vulnerable, because I don't want the player spending most of their time in a boss fight waiting for the boss to finish their attacks. Or in other words, the player always needs the agency to beat the level faster. That agency can't be surrendered to a boss. And designing boss fights like this has taught me why most games do follow an invulnerable then vulnerable pattern. It's kind of hard to design a boss that's always vulnerable but still fun. But I think it's worth it because it lets some players absolutely steamroll a boss. Like for example, the first boss, which is in the demo, which you can play right now on Steam by the way. Somebody's already beat that in 6 seconds, which is way faster than what I thought would be possible. And I'm working on a new boss now. You have to chase it down in a bunch of connected alleys. I think it's going to be pretty fun, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, you can check out the boss fights for yourself on Later Skater launches, and to be notified of when that happens, I'd really appreciate it if you wishlisted Later Skater on Steam.